What's going on, guys? My name is Steve Schwindt, and welcome back to another episode of Schweet Sniper Streaks. I have a very informative episode for you guys today, so I really hope you guys enjoy it. And basically what I'm going to be showing you guys today is my favorite spot while playing domination on radiation. The reason why I like this spot so much is because it covers two very common spawn locations and almost three. It's kind of like a side spawn, but you know, just something you have to be aware of. But I have a number of clips to show you guys today, so once again, I really hope you guys enjoy this episode, and let's get started. The first set of clips I have for you guys today are examples of covering the corner spawn down by A flag. The reason why I like that spot so much is because you're basically just looking down that narrow corridor and the other guys don't have anywhere else to run but forward at you. You can see in this clip that I'm pretty much just not doing anything other than hard scoping and waiting for these guys to run around the corner. Here's a second clip, basically just doing the same exact thing. Here there's so many people, I'm actually missing my intended target, but I'm still getting all of these kills. And although I'm not using it in this clip, this is actually a very good spot to use a Scout Pro PSG-1, considering how much time you're going to be scoped in at that spot. This next clip is an example of trying to cover that side spawn that I mentioned earlier by using the barrels and box structure right next to it. It seems like the only time people spawn out in that corner is if the other team has C and your team has kind of taken control of the warehouse, kind of pushing the other team spawn out by C and even more in that corner back there. One of the things that I wanted to point out with this particular clip is my willingness to be patient, I guess you could say. I knew that the other team was coming out there from the radar, but you know, I still was willing to take my time, throw a stun grenade, reload while that guy was in second chance, and play things smart. So finally, these last couple of clips are examples of covering that final spawn point that I mentioned earlier, that corner out by C flag, and most of the time you're going to get the enemy team to spawn out there when your team at least has control over the A side or A flag parking lot and then is kind of pushing into the warehouse building as well. I think it's probably ideal for your team to at least have half control or all control over the warehouse, but it's a very common spawn, so this is definitely a favorite spot of mine, or favorite direction or line of sight to look at. And once again, we're going to be using this little box structure and barrels to our favor. Like right here, for example, I missed that shot. The other guy put a couple hits on me, and so I switched sides of the box, killed him, then switched back to the original side, got 2 more kills, and basically what I was doing there was just you know, trying to keep the other team guessing where I was going to be, and just using this box structure and the barrels to my advantage, using it as my cover. Right there, I knew that the other guy was coming, and once again, just bobbing back and forth in between my shots. That, my friends, is called a reflex no-scope. Definitely recommend that when you're sort of in a tight jam and you don't really have time to aim down your sight. You know, you can use steady aim. That's what I'm using right now. It decreases the radius of your crosshairs and it makes it much more likely for you to actually hit those types of reflex shots. But once again, using this barrel and box structure right here to my advantage, using it as cover, and then I'm keeping a watchful eye on the radar and noticing that almost the entire team is spawning back in the warehouse because our team has capped all 3 flags right now. I get kind of lucky right here. One of the guys spawned in that half spawn as I was you know, going over earlier. He didn't see me because, you know, I'm using this box to my advantage and blocking his view. But yeah, somebody threw up a blackbird right there, and I could tell that everyone was trying to make it out of that warehouse and go through those 2 doors right there, or that doorway. So, you know, I'm just sitting behind this barrel, picking them off one by one. I definitely recommend using non-lethal kill streaks and throwing up blackbirds and spy planes as much as you can. Although I am using lethal kill streaks in this game, I know that's not normally my style, and in fact, that's the reason why I haven't used this clip until now, is because I go on somewhat of a rampage right here with my chopper gunner and dog. So I'm just gonna, you know, speed this up a little bit and then use this as my closing kind of clip, because yeah, that's all, and I hope I could help you guys out in terms of you know, some strategies and tips for playing domination on radiation. That is definitely my favorite spot because it is able to look in so many different directions and has such good cover from the enemy spawn. So once again, my name is Steve Schwindt. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.